Yo, what's going on there? Yo, what's going on everybody? It's your boy Evol, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do a simple Call of Duty thumbnail. So let's get right into it. So today we're going to be using Photoshop. If you guys do not have Photoshop, download it. I suggest that you definitely get Photoshop, because if you don't have Photoshop, then I don't know how you're going to do this tutorial without it, and you're going to need Photoshop for many things if you guys are content creators. Your thumbnail can boost your views, or it could just not help really at all. So the file size for this is 1920 by 1080. This also works for Twitch overlays. If you guys do Twitch overlays, same size, 1920 by 1080. So go ahead and open up a document size of 1920 by 1080. So I would say get your thumbnail from in-game. I already went and got my thumbnail from in-game. So right here we're gonna be using this thumbnail. And we're gonna be using this thumbnail. We're gonna be switching it up, all right, doing something really nice for a thumbnail today. So what you guys want to do, go ahead and hit P on your keyboard, hit P on your keyboard for pin, and that's what you're gonna be using to use your cut it out this. So you get your pen tool and you're gonna start cutting out this. So I'm gonna start explaining to you guys how to do this, and then after this I'm gonna speed it up and I'm cut it to when I'm done, right? So you want to just left click and cut these out. Cut out all the ends of your gun or whatever you want in your thumbnail. If it's your face, cut out your face just like this. If you want the gun, just cut out the gun. Inspect animation. I went in game, got my screenshot, and just clicked, right? So you don't have to do as small as clicks as me. I'm more of a precise guy. I like my stuff precise, you know what I mean? So it takes me a little bit. But what you can do, if you get a straightaway, like a little line like up here, you can easily just click a little bit more. So here to here, you can do that. um, you can just start it off and then click up, you know what I'm saying? If you want to do that, feel free, right? You don't have to waste your time and be like click. You ain't gotta click like here, 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 here. You ain't gotta do that. Sometimes I do that if I'm bored, I'm not gonna lie to you, and I don't have any time to waste. But I want this to be quick as possible for you guys. So see this? You see this corner? You can click up here and you can hold it. You get that bend, right? You want that to bend up here, right? And you can line it up perfectly without having to click and click and click around. You can do that same thing from here. Click up here and bend this line around. So we are here. We're gonna bend this one around. I'm having some issues right here now. You're like, nah, bro. You recording YouTube video? We gotta embarrass you real quick. So you can do that, right? I'm gonna just do it my way because obviously it's like F you right now. But I'm gonna just do it my way. Click around up here, and get some straightaway speed and do that. So I'm gonna speed this up, speed up this process, and I'll see you guys after this. All right, guys. So we're done. Finally. So what you want to do is hit right click, and then you hit your mask button here. So right click, make selection, hit the mask button here. We finally got our cutout. So obviously now we have no background. So what you want to do is go pull up a website called callofdutymaps.com, right? So this website has Call of Duty maps of any Call of Duty that you want. Just go to all games, go to Warzone or Modern Warfare or whatever you want. It's giving us error right now. All right. And we can go here. We can go to Rebirth Island because that's what I usually play. So Rebirth Island. I'm just doing this thumbnail and like if I was doing this for myself. And we go here and copy image, and we can go ahead and place this in Photoshop. Control V to paste. Easy as that. So, all right. So what you want to do now is you want to take this up your thumbnail or minus it, whatever, however you want to do it. All right. And so we still got to get these little artifacts out and things like that. We got some inside the gun and things like that. So we're going to go ahead and cut these out real quick. Go ahead and over here, magic erase tool. Just go ahead and hit yeah. And we'll go ahead and get this out real quick. Whoops. Hey, now, let me get it. All right. Cool, cool, cool. We're going to hit these. Hit these. Hit these. 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 All right, so we're all getting these out. All these out. We're getting all these little artifacts out. Clearing up this gun. That's how I usually do it. People have other ways to do it. This is pretty much the fast way to do it. Just kind of clear up this gun. Up here, up here. You know, them little ugly artifacts, because you're not the best at the pen tool, you know what I'm saying? Can't be perfect with the pen tool. I mean, you can. It takes a lot of practice, right? And so we are done. You want to select, and you can, if you're not too happy with the results, what you can do is hit select a mask, and you can like mask it however you want to. Like if you're like really weird and want to mess with that, I'm not gonna get into that. You're not weird if you do it, by the way. I'm just fucking, that's just me, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's me. I say weird. But look. So what you want to do is grab your lasso tool over here, hit L, and you want to hit right click and fill. You want to circle it in and hit fill, right? You want to fill these things in. Get all this like little stuff out. It's gonna be weird because we're working with a different gun, right? I tried to do this. I recorded this earlier with a different gun. I did it with a sniper. Look at that. Like it's just perfect, right? Just Photoshop just got that. I don't know, man. Its computer system is smart. Um, fills everything in how it should be. Filled in for the most part. You just want to go ahead and keep circling these things, circling these little things you don't want in your thumbnail. If you even care that much, it's like messing up a little bit. I can show you how to fix that. But yeah, you want to hit circle, circle it in. Whoops, circle it in. Right click, fill, content aware. You just want to keep doing these. All right, so now if you're not too happy with all these like little artifacts like here, here, and here, you don't have to get them perfect. I'll tell you why though, because like it's not gonna show up in your thumbnail. But if you want to like get this like perfect, if you're like a neat freak and want to get these really perfect, you just go ahead and keep doing it. Or you can use your other tool. If this doesn't work, I'll show you it fixed, but we'll still show you. Hit J and hit spot healing brush, and you can just kind of like click these over. Just click these over, click these over, click these over. Get these little bitty artifacts out. These aren't gonna show up in your thumbnail though, so there's nothing to worry about here. Like your viewer eye usually. So with thing in Photoshop, most people obviously with their thumbnails, normally like in regular text, if I have this here, right, whatever you read left to right, you pick you know, obviously you read left to right. So if my text is on my left, looking here, there's no reason to be really looking at the bottom of the gun. Right. So, what you can do, if you want to make like one of the new trend is like the Call of Duty thumbnails that are like blurry background, like really like cool, majestic looking thumbnails, right? All blurry and stuff like that. I'll show you guys an example on screen, right? I'll show you guys an example on screen, right? But so what we can do, we can blur this background, right? And we can do our gun like that. Let me show you guys how to do that. Blur. All right. All right, like I was saying, so the new trend is like with the blur backgrounds. So like all the cool stuff in the background, like the background like blur, and like your guns like swinging in the motion, and like it looks like you're doing an inspect animation, right? So what we could do, we could turn this to a smart object, hit the background layer, and layer, right click, and hit convert smart object. That's the way you can revert anything that you did, and then we can go to blur and go to rattle blur or radial blur, excuse me. And you can really mess with this however much you want to. We're gonna do 11. That's a little bit too much. Holy. So we do radial blur for about 6, or do 4. We'll do 4. Right, we got our gun here, we and everything. We could do the same thing for our gun blur gallery, radial blur, and since it's our gun, it's gonna be our main focus. You don't want to do it too much. You could do like a 2 or none at all, whichever you guys you want. All right. So as you see here, here's our gun, and if you want to, well, let's see. There's so many things you can do. So if you want to make your gun like blur, like shiny, like the thumbnails, what I do is solid color red, because it's my gun color. So around there, right? And you can let me show you guys how to do it properly. You hit this button right here. You hit solid color, you hit red, go to red, whatever you want to do, and you see you're gonna have your other layer right here, your mask right here. Control I, and you can do Control I, and that's gonna take away your layer right here. And so you can change the blend modes, right? We're gonna do linear dodge add, right? Linear dodge add gives that weapon your blur. This is a little too bright, little too bright. We're gonna knock this down just a little bit, and we're gonna, yeah, there's that blur that everybody likes and their thumbnails. Our guns glowing, everything right now. All right, so your glows are here. For your next part, you can go to control camera raw filter, excuse me, and you can up the texture and clarity. This kind of I learned this from Cesso, good graphic designer. He's pretty much taught me a lot about all the stuff that I do. So you can do detail, basic. All right, so we usually up the texture if you want your gun to look more detailed, and you can up the clarity, and you can and don't really touch the dehaze, but you can up the clarity and the up the texture, and you hit OK. So as you see now, with that effect, you see more detail in that gun. Your thumbnail's looking nice. It's looking real like, I don't even know how to explain it, gritty type look. It looks really good right now, right? So what you can do, you can add extra things in the background, right? So if you go to usually most people have a graphics pack. If you guys don't have a graphics pack, go ahead and invest into one. They're about $10, $15 on the internet. These are thumbnail graphics pack. They got like the text that you use in here. They got all types of cool stuff. I don't know where I found this pack. I had this one a long time ago. I bought it. It was about $10. Um and they got like the text and everything, so you don't have to do anything. You can just go ahead and knock it out. Right? All right. So Control Shift E, or excuse me, Control Shift E, yeah, to no, Control Alt Shift E. I know it's a lot of buttons to merge all the layers together. And what you do, camera raw filter. Go to camera raw filter, and I kind of actually did it right there. But you want to go to camera raw filter, Control Shift A to do just go straight to it. And you can up the texture on this yourself, and you can up the clarity here, and you can add this however you want, and you're pretty much done with your thumbnail here. However you want to. You can up the vibrance. If you wanted to make it look crazy, if you wanted to make it look a little out of control, you could do that. That's your thumbnail right there. Um, if you guys want to do like cool little effects, like um bullets falling, just literally look up bullets falling PNG, and you can throw them into your thumbnail, things like that, and add some blurs to them. uh I'll show you guys real quick. All right, so Alt Control Shift E, and then we can do it again one more time. The only reason we're doing it again because I added stuff onto it. And so on the second time you do it, you can add a Gaussian blur, and you can turn that up all the way to 24, right? You're probably like, okay, what are we finna do? We can't see anything, right? You can change the blend mode to overlay, and you can get different effects from here, right? So now you got like this cool composite. Oh god, this looks cursed. Um, and you could do like little cool things like that. Probably take the blur off. If I take it off, it will look a little cooler, right? So that's fine. Control Shift E, Control Shift E, blur, right? Filter, blur, Gaussian blur, 24. Just change the blend mode to overlay. Now, if I want to add those glows, I can go ahead and do that, right? I can go ahead and do that on this thumbnail. If you don't like the way that looks, because it's just, different, you don't have to do this. This is just optional. And pretty much, this is your thumbnail, right? You can add on to whatever you want in the background. And man, you can do whatever you want, bro. This is it right here, your thumbnail, and you're good to go on YouTube, guys. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Your boy Evil Genius, aka, or on this channel, Evil Designs. Appreciate you guys checking out. And yeah, if you guys want more tutorials, let me know, and I'll be more than willing to help you guys. Sorry, couldn't get that out. But yeah, love you guys. My name's Evil Genius. We're out of here.